Hey guys, welcome back to Rimworld. First off, before I say anything else, thank you so much for all of the awesome comments, because I spent yesterday learning everything about Rimworld I have never known. I try to alternate days so that I can actually read the comments, like, really carefully and then learn about the game. So if you don't know something about the game from these videos, or you're new, or even if you're an old player, I've learned just a crap ton from everything that people have written about the game. So the updates, really quick. Why is Grace down? What happened to her recently? I think she got withdrawals. I did play for about 5 minutes after the last video because I was just so happy. I really enjoy being in Rimworld again. But we were installing the last of our kind of trap room that I've been ill-advised slash well-advised to create, because it is a fail-safe mechanism. However, it's not ideal based on what I gather from what you guys have said. Pretty much, some people were telling me to put trap rooms slash hallways on each side of the compound, and some people were saying wall off the entire compound and then put a trap hallway on one side. So I've sketched out plans for what I think will test out to be fairly effective. I'd like to first see if that's true, if the AI, and then let me wall off this area if I am going to do it. Of course, these are all plans, and it's going to be a lot of work for my pawns, but I don't really see what else they have to do right now, because it's not like they're going to research any technology, and we're not going to pick up shop and move our base under a mountain, as a lot of you guys have talked a lot about mountains, which is very useful, but I also think we will be infested if we go into a mountain, and we can't really deal with that with these two people right now. Anyway, that'll be being said, I want to wall off these three sides of the compound, the east, north, and west sides, and then I always take a second to do that. I don't know why, it's so elementary, but anyway, we're gonna undo what we've been doing in here, so I'm gonna cancel these orders, only because I don't want them to go further down the mountain, and I don't want them to smooth any more stone, because that is gonna open us up to stronger raids. I thought it was good for beauty, but apparently it's not. And we're going to try to, we'll leave this trap room as is for a little while, only because we want something to be able to run back into, and it's completely not safe here right now. But what do we have? We have an open door there. Yeah, so this is a little too involved. We want to get, like, diagonal traps in an area like this. So if you can kind of picture it opening up, there's going to be, like, a doorway about here, and then I'm going to have traps, like, here, and a couple people said this, so I'll try to pin as many. I try to heart all the comments who say something really, really useful like this, but if we do something like this, a checkerboard form, and somebody sent me a visual of this or drew it out in ASCII characters, which is a lot of effort to go to, and I appreciate that, but that is going to be, that's really the one that I want, because apparently your pawns can move back and forth like that, like between these diagonal things, so they should be able to set like a whole minefield without, fingers crossed, getting hurt. God only knows though, because sometimes they do stupid things once in a while. And then someone else said do walls followed by traps in here, so like kind of like a doorway here and a doorway here, and then a set of traps, and then a wall with some doors in it, and then another set of traps, and then a wall with some doors in it, and so on and so forth. And I thought that was pretty feasible too. There's probably multiple ways to do this, but we're also encountering starvation right now, so I want to make sure that we don't let that happen first. And really, like, these two's major needs are my main thing. Now, who is starving? Is it Grace or is it Prophet? Prophet, I really don't want to snap right now, because he's our only... My friend Hollis died. Was he in serious pain? Ugh, when will it end? Did he get food poisoning? It's been a long time since I've been, like, I'm thinking so much about the... And she's got the malnourished... Okay, yeah, we really want to feed her, because otherwise she's going to snap, and then she won't be able to bed rest, which will be even worse. Prophet, you should have given her more rice, man. That wasn't very nice. I don't want to speed up too much. He's actually getting a mood boost from this? How? Let's have him clean the dirt, too, only because we don't want that to happen. Sick. Oh yeah, he ate raw food. So he got sick from eating raw food. If we did have a cook, I would cook it, but what are their... I'm pretty sure that they both have pretty piss poor cooking skills. She has no cooking skill whatsoever, and he has 3. So neither of them is very good. Looking back, I would not have made him a shooter. I would have made him like a builder slash constructor. So I think, to be fair, now that I've played more Rimworld, I know how to make Rimworld easier, which is going to help me in the future with cheesing the game. Of course I won't be cheesing the game, because I like to keep it up to interesting challenges, but fuck it, someday I will. Let's see, okay, profits, relaxing, social. I just want to make sure, before I do any time speed up, I want to make sure that they're not... Well, I mean, profit, I do want you to... Well, mainly I want him to not go crazy. Like, if we lose grace entirely, I can do this with just profit, but it's just going to be a really long time. And does he... you know what, we'll harvest these berry bushes, too. Now, what's your main priority? Okay, so we don't have any rice left, and we thought we were feeding only one colonist, but we do have a good amount of the crops still remaining. They're 80% grown. Okay, so these are going to take a little bit more time, so we are going to be reduced to harvesting berries for a little while. That's fine with me, that's fine with me. You know, like, it would be nice, it would have been nice. I think there's a little egg in the geyser when I see it like that. It would have been nice to have 3 people, but we don't. And that's the end of that story. Alright, what are you doing? So you're feeding the berry seekers. You're probably getting a real mood. Oh, and we got a dead turkey up here, too. I will allow that. How much longer till it spoils? Spoils in 21 days. Now, I don't know about food. Does meat have a higher, chance that you will get sick from it rather than other plants? It seems to me like it would. And we should also probably cut this cotton because it's like fully grown at this point. And I don't honestly think that we're gonna need any more cotton after this. So I'm just going to, like, let that be. Now, does this... Oh, it does deteriorate. Cotton does deteriorate? Are you kidding me? Psychic drone, low mail, every... Oh, this is definitely an event directed at killing me. Okay, so we've got a psychic drone that's negative 12 mood boost. That's actually rather terrible. My friend Hollis died. I wonder when this wears off, though. Expires in 13 days. Okay, we are in trouble for a long time. This is going to be a terrible, terrible video. I don't know if we'll get any construction done that I've planned today. Profit's still on a minor break risk. And we're all screwed. Now, I may be able to store the cotton in this room. It's not very nice in here, but I could forbid cotton from this stockpile zone. Let's see. Items, apparel, chunks, corpses. Probably under raw resources. Plant matter, smoke leaves, no. Stone blocks. Cloth. Okay, so we will forbid cloth from this section, and we will make sure that they put all of it in here. So I'm going to do a stockpile zone in here. Let's do zone, production zone. Put that right there, and then we'll make it that they can forbid all. Where's forbid all? Clear all. Allow fresh and allow rotten. That's fine with me, and we'll put in just the cloth there. Okay, so profit has a place to put all of this cloth. We won't have to worry about growing cotton anymore. I don't think anything terrible is going to happen in there, and if they get into a lot of trouble, they can just run in there. Let's see. Grace, now, how close is she to... She's probably gonna die, and it's really not really from anything that we had done. It's just that even if our colony were perfectly well furnished, she would have that debuff off, but she's still got just such a low mood from the go juice withdrawal, and I think, you know, like, in order to overcome an addiction, that kind of makes sense, because you a little bit have to go crazy if you want to overcome your addiction to go juice, if it ever happened to you in real life. Terrible tragedy, terrible drug. I think really we should just, like, feed Grace, and is it even anything that we can treat? Well, I've got medicine. Oh, it would be under health, right? Well, she's got the sensory mechanites. So I'm just mainly going to worry about Profit right now, because I don't want him to go nuts. That would be far worse. Profit, don't worry about... Well, finish that one piece of cotton, but then I want him to consume these berries. Or actually haul them so that he can eat them back there with a table, because I don't want him to get the debuff from not eating at a table. God forbid. Recreation satisfied. I don't know where extremely low expectations come from. Is that just like a debuff, like, you suck at the game, so here's a freebie? Low food, minor break risk. And good, he's still harvesting more berries. And how far off is this stuff? Now, one thing that I would have done if I were to restart this colony again, and as we go, this is a learning series, I will remind you if it is your first video, because that does happen. But I would have gone over to the rich soil over here, because this would have been way better for crop growing, and even this soil is rich, so that would have been better as well. However, this area does have a tactical advantage, so there is some advantage in the place with an advantage. Now let's see, he's sowing the roses. That's good. Don't go crazy. Don't go crazy. But I feel like he's wasting too many resources on Grace at this point, and I'm a little bit less invested in her because if he goes crazy, I don't have anyone. After this, I'm going to have him haul back these berries because we just got to focus on keeping him sane for a little while. Yeah, now he's got the major break risk. You know, he'd have 20 more mood if Hollis hadn't died. And he grew attached to him, too. Whoa, 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 whoa. After that, eat those, dude. He's a very hard worker. I do like that about him. But he may go crazy. But he's not snapped yet. Alright, he's still at a high risk, but he's going up to a better one. The main problem is that we've got this psychic drone and his friend Hollis died. That would be 20 mood points worth, but I don't know how much mood constitutes this entire thing. Or, like, where is the 0 baseline level? But soon that will go away. And how long is it going to take for that to go away? Lasted 14 hours. And these things can probably last a long time. A distant, powerful AI is emitting waves of psychic force that are driving people towards insanity. What kind of world is this? Low food. Need meal source, unhappy nudity. Who is unhappy nudity? Oh, Grace is unhappily nude. Ooh. Well, she couldn't have worn Hollis's clothes because he had already worn... actually, that would be a dead guy's clothes, so yeah, we really don't want to do that. But we could probably give her some clothes. That's not a bad idea. Let's, Now, I know men don't get annoyed when they wear pants. Like, Prophet's been... Well, first he was nude. Of course he was nude. But now he's not nude anymore. Details. Let's do it out of... Best to stockpile, any worker, leathers. Yeah, we'll probably want it out of... Well, really anything. I think they'll do it out of cloth, most likely. But let's, So after Prophet wakes up, I do actually want him to make some pants for Grace. Because, that is a problem. But Prophet is also starving. Shit. Where is there even any food left? Where is there any food left? I know we have food. Oh god. Okay, I think I'm just gonna zoom past to out of where I'm desperate. Unless if we all go crazy, of course, then I'll, stop that. Okay, so one of you guys had told me to make sure that I forbid corpses from stockpile zones because then they will just immediately take them to areas to butcher them. If I had someone who was completely devoted to butchering, that may work for me, and I may be an idiot here, but I don't seem to be getting that happening with this turkey corpse. So I have reconfigured one of these stockpiles to take corpses in so that Prophet can bring this back and then butcher it over here. Now that we have this room, they won't get any like massive debuffs in this butchering zone, although we will lose some of the animal pork. Actually, in fact, it may be worth it to use some quick wood here. Can we get a... Where is it? A butcher table? Okay, you know what? If it's very little wood, I will do this. And let's just deconstruct this. Prophet, I don't really care about those roses right now. That's fine. But let's have you immediately haul back this wood so that you can bring back that butcher table. And we do have 9 silver. Is it going to be enough for like a meal or anything? I don't want to waste too much of Prophet's time trading, but... And can you do this? How much wood does he need for this? He needs 95 wood, so that's actually quite a lot of wood. Let's deconstruct this. Oof, I'm getting a little low on these here now. Prophet, also make sure that you take back that wood. 40, he's going to deconstruct after that, and I don't really want to take any more wood off of that thing. Let's see if they have anything that we can use. Who is their trader? Okay, Rhino is the... What a great name. Rhino. Okay, your negotiator can't talk because of poor health. That's not good. And we don't really even have anything to sell. We could buy their... I never realized that you can just buy traders' people. You can buy people from traders. to join my colony. If I pay you $1,700, will that guy change his... I guess, are they then slaves to this trader? Maybe. I mean, in theory, then, they're being taken captive. Or at least you have to do that when you want to sell your own people. Goodbye, traders. Probably, I may have passed up something really important, but who knows? Who knows at this point? Prophet's at least got food left at this point. He's stressed, serious pain. Okay, but his mood is stabilized a little bit though. Okay, I'm just gonna zoom past to when it's not quite so desperate, unless if something crazy happens. Alright, so one thing that I completely forgot to mention is that at the very end of when I was playing on my own was that Prophet got gut worms, and he is set to self-tend, so he's, I think, been doing that as it comes and goes, but it needs, like, intermittent tending, so he's got a little bit more of that to deal with, and then that, he will be less crazy after all of that happens, but he's gone through a lot of shit right now, and it's made him stronger for it. One thing that I don't understand still is how this butcher table, which has been set up with bills to butcher creatures forever, cannot get this turkey. Whenever I set Prophet to do it, it says need material. So if you understand that, please explain. Otherwise, I think we're better on the food situation now anyway. And we do have like a little miniature kitchen set up, albeit an incredibly terrible-looking kitchen, but they hopefully won't be spending too much time in there, and eventually we can... improve that too. I want to find out about Grace though. She's got she's got malnutrition, but I think that her withdrawal percentage is going down slowly over time, and that's really the main thing. She's got malnourished, and she also did apparently get some go juice off of one of those natives. These people are really selfish. They're not even sharing any of their food with me. But goddammit, they're eating at our table and not even letting us eat there. Okay, Prophet, I actually don't want you to sow those. Alright, once again, I'm going to zoom up ahead to where we're slightly less desperate. I only really stop if there's something new that I understand or want to shed light upon in the darkness of unknowing. Okay, so just when I didn't really think it could get any worse, we are getting raided now. Fortunately, we do have traders here still, so hopefully they'll just defend us. But they have been here for a while, and it is only one person, so I'm going to... He's got a gun, though, too. This will be really, really good if it goes well, and really bad if it doesn't go well. So Grace, I believe she still can't walk. If I can, I want to use Prophet to lead them over here to the traders. Now, I don't know how to stall the traders if there's any way that I could just, like, keep talking to them. I'm not counting on it, though. And it looks like Onasan is going to attack us right now. So I want to make sure that Prophet doesn't encounter them right here. Now, Prophet is also ravenously hungry and he may snap at any moment, which would not be good. But we want to make sure that Prophet doesn't get shot in the middle of this raid is my main thing. So I want him to both get food... I really want him to multitask very badly right here. I'm going to try to shoot another turkey right now while this is happening so that Prophet stays far enough away, and hopefully they just fight the traders. In fact, I think this would have been horrible if we'd not had a trader here in the first place. Prophet, you may actually want to move a little bit further away, man. But it looks like Onasan is headed straight for the traders, so we'll be fine, I think. Good, he didn't go up the other section. I was worried he would do that. Now, my real only fear at this point would be if this guy stopped and started shooting Prophet. So, it's actually great that that turkey is fleeing that way. And now, yes, they'll fight the traitor. Okay, so the traitor is going to do all of our dirty work for us, just as I had wanted. And it looks like he's not within shooting range, and he doesn't get hit. Okay, so great. And we get a free gun out of it, too. I will take that. As far as I know, auto pistol is better than short bow, so I think I'm just going to continue with that. Need warm clothes. Okay, and yes, we are now in September, so... September, just such a ridiculous name for a month. Oh, and we're also going to want to... You know what? We'll put... I didn't plan on killing anyone out here. So I'm going to allow human-like corpses are allowed in here anyway. Okay, so then that's fine. He'll take that in. Because we really don't want him to get this debuff from seeing this corpse. There's a corpse right in the middle of our bullshit. And we should be able to hopefully get this turkey. No, not what I wanted you to do. Why are you... Did something happen to your bow? I don't even know at this point. I'm just going to have him equip the auto pistol. Because that's going to be way better. Wow, could not have had better timing on those traders. Let's haul him. I think that if we give his clothes to Grace, she's going to get a massive debuff from wearing a dead person's clothes, so I think I'm not going to do that. If only you could strip enemies when they're still... Whoa, there are spacecraft trunks arriving. And this turkey looks recently dead. It might be because that other turkey is very old and dead. That's why I can't do it. Let's just have you... He's going to go through a lot of debuffs if he gets that. So I'm just going to have him eat berries tonight. I know that human corpse in there is going to be terrible for them, so I want to try to... In fact, I should have moved that somewhere else. But there's a lot of other stuff to be done now. Oh, you are going to get so many debuffs from that. Let's, Actually, we got to get that human corpse out of there. Now that I think of it. Let's put the human corpse over here. Only because they rarely, if ever, see that. Sometimes, maybe when they're constructing the wall, they'll go crazy. Okay, so maybe it's that when the turkey's been out too long that you can't do it. If I answered my own question, then say yes. Okay, great. So, Prophet, you've got enough food. Are you almost done with those worms? Yeah. Tend to yourself first before you do any actually, I just interrupted his recreation. That's not good. Oh well, don't get gut worms again. Alright, but now he doesn't have that many debuffs. Okay, so he's much better now. Ate raw food, unsightly environments, sick, observed. It's like The Sims at this point. After that, clean the dirt, yeah. Alright, I'm gonna zoom up to where we can actually, like, get some stuff done. Okay, local rat went mad, and we just managed to trap it in here, but it did confirm to me one thing, that if I stand too close to this door, it seems that AI creatures will attack this door. So it really does show that this hallway was not the best one. But are you gonna go? Okay, good, he goes through that way. Do we still have this zone as cleared of our... Okay, we still want to make sure that they aren't, in general, going through this area. I still think that that 4 traps is really more than enough, though. And are you getting a debuff from seeing that observed rotting corpse? Okay, so then this corpse is considered rotting, so I'm going to... probably be best off just getting this gone somewhere else. I don't really know how to destroy it immediately, and it's too bad that there's no way that you can just... You know, I'm going to do something really strange right here. I'm going to allow only turkey corpses here and not allow them in here. And then I'm going to have Prophet do that tomorrow. Fortunately, we did have nutrient paste rain down from the sky, so we have new meals, but they are deteriorating. So we're going to have Prophet do that. Tomorrow morning, he's just going to haul those back up. Because that's many days worth of food, plus we'll have a harvest after that, which is great. And then we'll have him haul that turkey, and then we'll have him butcher at the wooden table, because we want to make sure that we get those other corpses taken care of as fast as possible. Other things... Ooh, the turkey meat's actually expiring rather quickly, so we're probably going to want to eat that too. Just so much to do with only one guy, because it's really now... We would really be better off with one person, because Prophet... is tending 2 people instead of 1, just himself. Yeah, I really don't know what else to say. He's just in a terrible situation right now. Fortunately, it's not cold or too hot. That would have been the final straw, but there is going to be something here if it doesn't get any better soon. That's like a straw that breaks the camel's back, and for some reason her withdrawal is getting higher. I haven't had somebody go through withdrawal before, so I'm guessing that higher percentage now mean she's getting through it? Whatever it is, she's in a lot of pain. But she can't really snap, or otherwise she would have by now. Because I think she can't walk. Okay, so we had a major event. Grace is still just in horrible shambles right now. But we got another refugee chased here, and it's from a different tribe, which I don't like, because I want it to be from the same one, because then it would just be one tribe's enmity that we would be earning, but I think we're going to have to take another person. A paramedic named Slick calls you from nearby. Paramedic would not be bad to have for us. He's being chased by outlanders from Ulhara. He begs for safety and offers to join your colony. He tells you he's 20 years old, but there's no time to collect more information. 20 years old is pretty good, because that means he's going to come in with 2 traits. In general... As far as I know, older characters are a little bit better in Rimworld, but not too old. Be warned, if you accept, you'll have to fight off the Outlanders on his tail. Their group is composed of one town councilman. That's not so bad, and he could definitely fall to our traps. We need to build one more, but he might go crazy on the way here. I'm going to let this guy get chased here because I think I'm better off taking the fight. We've got an auto pistol and we've got a trap hallway, so I'm going to offer him safety. It's going to be a struggle in the first couple days because we don't have another room, but I think this, like, we want to get as many more colonists we can, and I think I'm better at controlling my own stupid mistakes. Better, not great at it, but better. Let's just look at him first. Please don't be incapable. Yes, he's incapable of none. Oh, I'm so happy. All right, he has great medical skill, great with plants. Oh, he is awesome. Okay. This is exactly what I was hoping we'd get earlier. And he's hauling plants, or meals to us on his way here. What a great dude. Okay, this guy could be even better than Prophet. What did he have? Sickly child and paramedic. Wow. And he's a teetotaler. I think that's how you say that anyway. So that's actually good. Iron-willed and greedy is fine. He needs a really impressive, okay, so we'll give him a good bedroom, but that's kind of our intent anyway. So really, greedy is the only bad one, and that's not such a bad debuff. And Prophet's going to be losing his worms hopefully soon, and he'll also be losing that debuff from losing Hollis. If this guy's greedy, he'll be fine, because Grace insulted Prophet before too, so... Alright, anyway, we're going to have this guy haul this back, and then he'll immediately afterward equip this short bow. We still want Prophet to have the auto pistol because he's our best shot. I'm just hoping that this guy doesn't go after Grace. That would be kind of bad. But we'll still have 2 ranged fighters. How good is he in... He's better with melee, but... We've got a decent amount of time before this guy gets here. This guy could be our saving grace. Unlike Grace. Okay, yeah, you know, that's fine, Prophet. I don't want you to snap, so play some horseshoes before this guy gets here. And then I'm thinking I'm just gonna have Slick. And let's just jump to this location. Okay, so the name is Ophelia. Interesting. Okay, maybe you'll get yourself killed by the infestation on your way here. Nope, it looks like she took the turn. That would have been great, though. Like, just have that thing deal with it for us. Okay, you two do this. Wow, he's already getting a lot of work done. I like this guy. I like him a lot. He's already making pants for Grace. What a good dude. Okay, whoops. Don't want time to go anymore. Alright, you're probably not going to finish that work, so I'm just going to have you clear that prioritized work, and then I'm going to draft you two, and I'm going to run in here. Let me just see. Well, I don't want to risk either of them getting hit by a pistol, so I think I'm just going to run in this spot, because I don't want her banging on this door. I really just want this person to come through here, but I'm going to have Prophet stand here. Because at this point, I think we might even... Ooh, whoops, didn't mean to do that. Here we go. I'm just going to have you both stand guard there. I think Ophelia should come for them because there's 2 doors here. Prophet, why do you need treatment? Is it for your gut worms? Why does he need treatment? May die of medical... May die without... Oh, no, that's just the gut worms. Okay, so he can wait another... hot minute for that to happen. Let's just make sure that Ophelia comes in through the top. Ah, god damn it. Okay, I was hoping that this wouldn't happen. He's gonna be in cover, so I'm gonna have him shoot her. And she might be too stupid to do anything, but I think she's just gonna try to set shit on fire. Let's see what happens if I put Prophet down here. Is she gonna go after us? If she sets that wall on fire, I'm going to be slightly pissed, but it looks like she's just bleeding. That is so Shakespearean. She's bleeding out in the rose... Nope. Okay, she's going to set the rose field on fire. She's going to set several fires, in fact. Not really in the most convenient location either. But I'm going to have Slick run over here. Prophet's going to run over here. I could have him run behind a tree, but I also don't want him to get set on fire if he takes cover by that corner. I honestly think I'm going to have Prophet run over here, see if she runs to this corner, and then have Slick run... Go here, Slick. I don't really want Slick to fight her, though. I just want him as backup in case if something bad happens. Slick, you stay there. Okay, Prophet, you come back out here. And now, can they... Oh, he never picked up the bow yet. Ah, that was an accident. Fuck. I don't want him to rush her either, because Prophet will more likely shoot Slick before anything else happens. No, Slick, don't go there. Actually, just go inside and pick up the... No, I don't want him to get into his line of... Okay, there we go, he's fine. Equip that auto pistol and Prophet. You put out those fires. And then after that... Whoops, he's still drafted. Let's... Yeah, he's already extinguishing the fire. We didn't start the fire. We put it out before it burned our whole house down. Sorry, I had to. Okay, he's gonna haul Ophelia. I still don't think it's better off if we do that. Let's also bury these, because we don't want them to see those. Let's get 2 graves going here. Slick right after you do that. He's not assigned to constructing. Okay. Let's just look at his work. Grace is still out of commission. We will have him construct a little bit later on, so let's have him just do this. And then he can bury those corpses. Prophet, good. He's actually not going to snap anytime soon, and we got a 3rd colonist for ourselves. Wow. I honestly feel like, you know, in the back of my mind, I feel like I've earned these colonists because of all the bad crap that's befallen us and that we've managed to get through, because so often I go through bad shit, and, like, then that's it. The one thing that feels like a waste to me is that we aren't going to get to use this turkey meat. Ideally, can we get a kitchen going just so that we can get some... Or how are you at cooking, Slick? Let's just see. He's... actually, he's worse at cooking. But, I mean, the main thing that we needed was, like, a... Oh, he needs a sleeping spot. And since he's greedy, we're probably going to want to give him a pretty good bedroom. Well, we aren't really equipped to start, like, you know, making sandstone blocks or anything yet. But I'm thinking that this area is going to be... And also over here, since we're going to want to expand over there, is going to be our main area for... bedrooms and sleeping and so on. I might want to use this granite because it's like a really rough stone, but that would probably be better for outer defenses and protecting us from like rocket launchers and things like that. No, I don't want people to set our buildings on fire. So what and I can't really get the floor fixed in here. Ah, crap, what am I gonna do? I'm thinking I'll just set him up another room. Honestly, right now, either that or have them all 3 sleep in the same room, but then that's going to be a lot of disturbed sleep. So maybe I'll just make him another room. Okay, let's go walls, and we'll do, where's the place that it's least likely to be set on fire, or if it's set on fire, that it's not going to do anything to anybody else? Well, winter is coming, so I could build around this steam geyser to get him a little bit of extra heat. But let's just build him like this. I know this is like pretty inefficient right now, but we're still working with pretty basic stuff right now. We'll get him that, and we'll get him a sleeping spot right here too. Or actually, we'll give him a bed because he wants it impressive, so we'll just try to get him the most basic stuff as we can right now. Ironically, I think that they're pretty good at working with wood already. We'll get him an end table too, and a lamp. Or a torch. Can torches, like, set everything on fire? I don't remember the last time that's happened, but it definitely can. It's gonna happen at some point in along here. More time away from our wood, but you know what? Like, people have managed to screw themselves up on our defenses enough that it's fine. Also rebuild that. And this area is actually getting pretty dirty outside. After this, we're gonna have them clear the blood and clean the rubble. Okay, great. Grace has pants. Soon she'll be able to wear them. Someday soon. Alright, well, 2 terrible things happened. Once, we got a blight. I can't really do much about that. It's just Cassandra Classics starting to treat us like crap. And Prophet's gone crazy. He made it through a lot, so I'm kind of, like... I'm happy it waited till now, till we had another colonist to do it. But I'm gonna give Slick the work of, plant cutting, because we want to make sure we get some of these... Like, I don't want to interrupt his sleep, because he did... I should have given him a sleep spot and finished this off, but I don't even think I would have had enough wood for the whole place. So he slept outside in the rain. Could have been better outside, but I think he's, yeah, he's ravenous. It's not good already. But it feels stupid because we've got all these meals here, and yet we're still dependent upon this other food source. These ones are actually almost gone. Let's, haul these back ASAP. That's actually the first thing. I care more about these meals than the rice. Only because, you know, if we lose a crop of rice, it's bad, but we did harvest enough from it, so it wouldn't be so bad. And Prophet will probably come back to his senses soon. I just hope he doesn't go crazy. But, you know, like, at the end of the day, I feel like this. We made it through some serious shit. And, like, I'm proud of us that we got so far. We've still got a lot of traps. Where is he, though? It's really just malnourishing. Malnutrition. Yeah, he might pass out. If he does pass out, it wouldn't be so bad, because Slick's actually a great doctor. But he's gonna need medicine. Or more of it, anyway. But he'll be okay, too. We just want to make sure that he doesn't go crazy as well. Okay. I'm just gonna zoom ahead to, like, either we're gonna go crazy and lose everything at this point, which would be pretty ironic, or we're going to, like, overcome this and do way better. Alright, Prophet and Slick have just finished cutting out all the blighted plants, which, I mean, like, not so bad, but Cassandra Classic does weird things to you, like, actually, I don't even think this is Cassandra Classic, I think this is just Rimworld in general, like, you'll get meals rain from the sky, but then all of your plants will get sick, so it's like, I pretty much got everything that I needed, except it just took a lot more time, you know, like, that's pretty much tit for tat, like, yeah, actually, you know what, in fact, it's a better meal source, so ultimately I'm not so disappointed by it, but it's like, would have been simpler and less weird to just have the rice that we were growing, but whatever, it's fine. And Slick is actually getting much closer now to getting the bedroom that he needs to not get that debuff from the unimpressive bedroom, and he's also, like, I should give him a sleeping spot, but he slept outside for 2 days, and he's doing pretty well considering that. He and Prophet are just finishing cutting out the last trees, and actually the tree cutting is a main priority of mine because I want to make sure that nobody has any cover for getting here, and I also want to make sure that, like, fires can't burn into our base in general, because we've been getting struck by lightning an alarming number of times, really. Just too many times to be struck by lightning for it to be normal. Anyway, we've got a decent number of meals left now to feed us. Grace is really taking a long time to heal, though. I mean, she's been in bed for a week. Like, I shit you not, she's been in bed for a week and just used up so many resources that I'm honestly pissed that I ever let this colonist in. We would have been way better off with Hollis, but I had no real way of knowing. And that's part of the irony of those events, you know. You could tell somebody's age. How old was she anyway, to begin with? She's 29, which on paper looks good, and she's got a good construction stat, but, like, she'll be fine once she overcomes this addiction, and when she's, like, once she overcomes the addiction, and when we've got a lot more colonists, and she can just do all the construction and nothing else. But for right now, they've got to take on more roles than really is allotted to them. I'm just gonna see if they can finish up Slick's bedroom to finish off this day, because that would be a major, major improvement. Let's just have you make sure that you get the rest of this. And now, Slick, what are you doing? Good, he's working on his own bedroom. And harvesting poplar tree. Okay, so he'll finish that up. And then hopefully they'll get to bed tonight. Let's also just make sure that his restrictions are the same as everybody else. We want him to have 2 hours of recreation, and they can play horseshoes together. So that's fine. But they should finish this up now. He's gonna rest after this. Alright, actually, haul the wood. And we also gave him a construction zone in there. Then I want him to work on his bed. And even if he's outside, I just want him in a bed. Not honestly sure which one's worse. The sleeping outside debuff or sleeping without a bed. Actually, come to think of it, we don't really have any room, though. It's fine. I think he can take one more night outside. But he has a bed! He has a bed! For Christ's sake, it's fine. Okay, finally everybody's in bed. He's sleeping outside, he's getting rained on. But, you know what, like, it's basically okay at this point. Like, I can deal with a little break. He's not a pyromaniac, he's not, like, a psychopath like Grace. We got a second better colonist. We know how to deal with the traps. We've got another room, we actually managed that much. We've got our traps in place for where we want to build them. And we've got one fail-safe hallway to go to. There's still a lot of things that are disorganized here, like their corpses being in the wrong spots, which I wish we could fix, but... Ooh, actually, I forgot. Burying animal corpses really should have been more on this, but... I'm just going to put out a whole row of graves, which is generally speaking a good thing to do, and we're going to make it for another day. For Christ's sakes, we made it. Oh, good. And we're over Hollis's death, too, probably. Is he over Hollis's death? He's almost over Hollis's death, so we're gonna be better, but we don't have the catharsis soon, so... Anyway, thanks for watching. Let me know if you have any tips. I know there were a lot of things that were kind of a shit show in this video, but we got through a very difficult time. And as always, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.